Hey guys, it's Torment. Welcome to Chasing Rank 1 in Solo Standard episode 14. So in this episode, we're currently sitting at the number 17 spot, 1357 MMR. This is around like 70, 80 points lower than the number 1 spot, so it's in a pretty good spot that if we get a good, decent win streak, we could definitely push for that number 1 spot. And top 10 is only a couple wins away, so that's pretty close. And yeah, top 10 is our next goal, next milestone to reach, and we're just going to try to see if we can get there. And with that, we're going to get right into the first game. So into game 1, we start off strong on a nice Starbase arc. I absolutely hate this map, but we just gotta see how it goes. Couple of Season 3 Grand Champs in this game. It should be a decent lobby. Queuing at around the time where I usually get decent lobbies, like 8 to 12-ish time Eastern. So my teammate gets a decent clear, kind of just rotating around this right side of the field, but they play it to the opposite side. I'm a weirdo and did a wave dash there. I ended up getting a challenge on the wall, though. We kind of like shifted our rotation when they brought it around the backside, but I kind of just gave it back to him and put it on the other side of the field for them anyways. We double commit there, but we actually ended up getting a pretty decent pinch. I decided to backflip there. I saw my teammate coming in from the left and I kind of heard him, so I decided to do a backflip. I didn't want to double commit with him, especially when it didn't look like either of us were going to beat the 2 defenders for them that were going up. It would have just caused more mayhem. So I don't know if he redirected that ball off net or if it just kind of lagged and I just kind of just hit it too far wide, but either way, I didn't want to go for that because if it was straight off the backboard, it would have been possible, but it was a little wide, so it wouldn't have been a good idea. Good clear from the other team. I decided to go back here because I see our last back wants to go for the ball, which he should because that's the best ball for him to get, or he probably has the best chance of anybody on our team to get that hit. So I decided to go back and go in his spot. Unexpected whiff from the other team, but I was in a weird spot and I wasn't facing the ball, so I decided to go back. I'm able to pass it here to my teammate though, and he controls up the wall. He doesn't end up getting that third hit, which is what I was banking on. I didn't want to predict a miss and then him getting a good touch. So if he got that hit, we might have scored, but it was a tough one, so I decided to just go back anyways. So I decided to rotate around. He had a good clear there. Here I want to move up because there's a possibility my teammate Miles gets that through. He ends up losing the 50-50 though. But it's alright because I'm going to keep pressure anyways and send it back in. Again, another unexpected miss in front of the goal line. I usually don't expect those at this rank, but it does happen. But it's not something you want to bank on because more often than not, they're going to hit those. So it's just something you can't really expect. Bad ball for me to go for there. I knew in the back of my head that he was going to beat me to that, the way it bounced up. But I decided to go anyways. I find that I do that too often, which takes me out of the game, and especially in solo standard, I don't trust my teammates as much as I would like in a competitive environment when I'm playing with people like I know. So I really shouldn't give 100% trust in them, but because they don't always handle it perfectly. And on that shot I had, I don't think that was gonna be a in if he didn't hit that. He was trying to get his own hit. There were 4 people up, so you can never really know what would have happened. But we ended up giving up a goal here now that I wasn't back. Not really sure what happened here. Let's see how it goes. I think the guy went for the redirect. Yeah, I say let's see how it goes, and I skip the replay, and everybody else does. I think the guy went up for the redirect, and then one of my teammates got fanked out by that, and the other one just got beat by the guy on the ground, and I wasn't able to get back. So just kind of got beat to the ball. weren't fast enough in general, and we ended up conceiving a goal. So right now I decided to go back into net again. Both my teammates are in aggressive positions to like try to take the ball from the other team, so I want to be back and ready for like possible cleanup. What was that save? What the? I don't know how that went up. I didn't think it was gonna go in, but I didn't think it was gonna go up off the post and go across the goal line again into the other side. That was really weird. But right here, I would go for a shot here, but I see my teammate Astro was on their goal line. Wouldn't have been a good idea to triple commit on their side, especially since we still have over a minute and a half to actually score our next goal and tie it up. We don't want to panic. We don't want to like try to push too hard when we have that much time. We want to do that in the last like 10-20 seconds when it's like crunch time and you need a goal to stay in the game, but not now. We'll do that later if we need to. So yeah, been pretty decent rotations, just except for that one time. I mean, we weren't rotating bad when we got scored on. It was just more of like a getting beat to the ball thing by the other team. Best bump in the world by me. My team ends up bumping me and we pinch clear it, but I got a decent bump there to mess up the defender. We almost got scored on it by it though, but he ended up missing and my team ended up missing. So we accidentally bump each other. That's not good, but we're alright. They've been playing pretty solid on defense so far this game. We haven't really done much. I mean, we haven't really done much to force the mistakes, though. Here, this should be a good opportunity. Actually, wide open net. I put it over to my teammate, and he skimmed off the ball, I think. He definitely hit that. It showed up in the top right that he got like a touch. But that was an open net. I decided that worst case scenario, I go for the shot, and if I put it on the left side because if it's bad enough, he'll be there because I knew he was there. And I put a pass over to him, but he ends up not getting the touch. Quite unfortunate. And not looking too bright now. Kind of killed our momentum a little bit. Had no boost there. This is a possibility he's able to get this touch over, but no, they actually triple pinch it into the ground. So yeah, we lose that game. Kind of unfortunate. I should have put that on net myself as well if I wanted to secure the goal. Like I said, I shouldn't 100% trust my teammate every time. But yeah, that was a decent lobby, chip 1s and 2s. We just weren't able to take the win away though, so it's unfortunate. But in solo standard, you can't win every time. Team compositions won't always go as well as they need to. You know, you won't have your teammates that are good mechanically as the other team. I think my teammates they were good teammates though. Just we didn't end up getting the win, and it's unfortunate. So after that, I end up number 22 on the leaderboard. I dropped down from number 17 spot, which was about 17 points if my math is correct. So that's basically it. 1339. With another win, we could definitely get back right up into that 17-18 spot. And yeah, let's just go into it. All right, so heading into game 2, I think one of my teammates was in the game last game, but it's a completely new lobby otherwise. Got the new Neo Tokyo map, which looks pretty good. So I think we got this last episode as well, and I already brought it up, but we got it again. So it's been coming pretty common. I think a lot of people are liking it on their map preferences. We end up 50-50, or not 50-50ing, kind of bumping each other there, but it ends up being a backboard pass and a shot from my teammate, so that was good. Even though it wasn't the prettiest goal, I kind of probably confused the other team, and it ended up working in our favor, so that was pretty good. So off kickoff, I get the 50-50 kind of win to their side, which brings it closer to the other team, so I just go for a follow-up with the rest of the boost I had, and I'm able to keep it in their zone a little bit longer. Again, we go for the same ball. And I go for an awkward shot. It ends up getting blocked anyways. That was twice we've done that now, which isn't a good sign. But there we go. My teammate's actually putting in work. So that was a good passing play. I skipped it. I always skip the replay. I don't know. It's just a habit. I wanted to see what they did there. I'm pretty sure it was just a cross pass and beat 2 defenders. All right, so that pinch there could have been bad. I saw the Locanate was under the ball. But I make sure that I get some sort of touch to our corner, to our side, so it's not in a dangerous spot. The worst spot, having it in the middle of your zone in your own box, never really is good. And we end up getting scored on there. So my teammate was last back. We were kind of even, so I crept up waiting for that pass. I ended up getting bumped as well, so either way I wouldn't have had it. He doesn't really probably get to touch it. I think he wanted to flip into that, get more power, not really sure. But we ended up scoring anyways. So I kind of went out of position expecting more from my teammate than I probably should have. And we ended up getting scored on. So I'm waiting in net. I'm really low boost, so I'm hoping my teammates can get the ball out or always buy some time, which this is a little sketchy. I'm able to get the ball, a slight pop out though, using all the last of my boost. And again, just trying to get some sort of pads while I'm rotating back. That was a good challenge for my teammate, good timing on that. And we finally got the ball out, so we were able to just hang on. I see my teammate might have a double tap here. And I actually read where it's going to go, sort of. I'm just in a spot knowing that he's probably not going to hit the angle because it was a pretty tight angle. But I'm able to follow up because he's probably going to hit off the backboard again. Unfortunately, they actually pre-jumped my shot. So I got kind of like a double tap there. Double whiff, one from my teammate and one from the other team. That happens a lot, especially in like games like these where 2 people expect the other person to hit it. And they try to get like a dunk, I guess. And they both whiff, so it just kind of happened. So right now just rotating around again. My teammates are pretty aggressive this game, I'd say. I think I've been more passive than my teammates, but that's alright. Like I say, that's sometimes better off in solo standard being like that. I was waiting just in case my teammate got a touch there, and when he didn't, I went for a follow-up touch just to keep the pressure in their zone, make sure they didn't get the ball out or anything, which they ended up getting the ball out anyways, but I tried to just always stall some time. So I'm kind of last back here. I want to go back, and I can see this ball's probably going to go on the wall, so that's why I decided to wait. Actually, that could have been really bad the way I pinched that. I actually didn't even see that 50-50 coming. And he almost dunks me into our own net. Could have been bad. I played slow into the corner. He was waiting right there. None of my teammates were in the corner. I wasn't able to get a follow-up myself. We actually ended up getting scored on that. Oh, my teammate followed up. And if you see on the bottom of the screen there, he went up for the aerial as well. Didn't see me. So it's kind of just a miscommunication. Well, not really miscommunication because we're not communicating, but kind of just a like a double commit that shouldn't have happened. So that's probably going to be a dribble or some sort of control from the other team. Yeah, or I don't even know what happened. I was looking for the boost, but they ended up giving the ball up anyway, so helps us out. We're able to get the ball for ourselves. So I kind of get bumped on my pass there. Almost helps me out though. I go for some kind of like delayed flick aerial thing, and unfortunately it gets saved. But it didn't look that bad. It looked like it was a possibility that was going in. A pinch that far down, I decided to go back into my own net. Probably the safer option. Don't really want to like make a play on that and end up own goaling or passing it to their team. That was a good read from that from Steezy. That was a good read. I thought that was gonna be good for us, but he ended up actually getting a pretty good one. So I got a pop up. I realized that I was low boost and I saw him up. So the only way I was gonna beat him is I fast zeroed off the wall and used all my boost. And I wasn't able to get a shot because of that, but it's all right. So I decided to go for a flick there because I know he's challenging out. I had no boost to really control it, so I go for the high pop flick and made sure I got enough under it so it would go higher and over him, and it ended up working out. So I kind of got to wait for that, see what they do. Fortunately, he hits it right at me. Unfortunately, I hit it right at them, so that wasn't a good play. I kind of just ping-ponged it back in there. But I didn't really have a better hit. The best I could have done is got a better hit off the backboard for myself to follow up. Good backward pass from my teammate, and as long as I get good placement on that one's going in every time because they're not ready for a shot. They're just sitting flat-footed in net, and I'm able to just put it right under the crossbar. Only 50 kilometers per hour. Also hitting the crossbar, so it kind of slowed down. But I didn't even fast aerial. I just did one single jump, and I'm able to just put it under the crossbar, and it works out. So good pass, and I was able to get a good shot. So right here, I decided to control it because I see that he's waiting for the wall, for my wall hit. I want to do something that he's not expecting. He ends up getting in position to block it anyways, but I take a 50-50 with two people, and we end up being fine. Could have been bad there. He had a ceiling shot that was kind of risky, but I'm able to actually land off my challenge and block the next one. So that was kind of lucky that I landed there. Didn't even really know someone was there. I just guessed that it was possible. And right here, I can just kill this. They're both waiting in their own net for a shot, and I'm able to just kill it on the ground. No point in trying to hit it at them to allow them to keep it up. And we get our win back in this game, so that's really good. We actually had a Diamond 3 in the game. Diamond 3 and Champ 2. This seems pretty balanced. We end up, I think we played pretty well. I think especially since he was the lowest player in the lobby. I say this a lot. I usually get the lowest player in the lobby on my team since I'm usually the highest ranked at like top 20. And after that game, I end up at 1355 MMR. If you remember from the beginning, I started at 1357. So I dropped 2 points the entire episode. It was just enough to go below Hector 7 by 1 at the 17 spot. So I end up at the 18 spot. Not really much of an effect. Still pretty much in the same exact spot, just a little bit lower. But that's it for this episode, guys. We didn't really make much progress, but it's alright. And anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.